What's up, goats? We are live. Welcome to the week 3 key fantasy football takeaways. Man, we got some massive injuries to get to. Holy smokes. But that's part of the game, right? Massive injuries, whether they're season ending or a few weeks, a few months in the Joe Burrow case, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. We got to adjust. We got to adapt. We got to make adjustments. There is some silver lining. Okay, there's some silver lining to some of these. All right, we're gonna get to. Let's get to the injury report right away. I'm still rattled by the fact that the Uber Eats driver was late, which is why we were late. The Uber Eats guy is on a bicycle. Now look, I don't mind that. I really don't. But it took him longer. Took longer than usual to get here based on the time that I ordered. B, you know what? Sometimes these guys are on bicycles in the rain. Now that part really makes me wonder. All right, so goats, yeah. CD Lamb. Let's start with like the most optimistic cases, and then we'll work our way down. And when we say down, I'll have to skip a few to get to the best case after CD Lamb. Left high, medial, ankle, 1 to 4. That's not terrible. 1 to 4. Based on what I looked at yesterday. In the game, he looked like he was all right. With my own eyes. I'm not the doctor, but with my own eyes. Well, you go into the tunnel, you're ruled out already in the middle of halftime. And then when you're seen walking back out of the locker room to meet up with your team on the sideline, it looks like, you know what, that's good. That's not a bad sign. That's a good sign. But yet, it's a sprain. The Cowboys are gonna, they're gonna play this a little bit close to the vest. They're not gonna say, yeah, he'll be back in, week 5. They're gonna take a look at it after this upcoming week, which I believe is a short week anyway. So there's really no shot of him playing this week. But let's see what happens. CeeDee Lamb's good. He's a elite athlete. Let me just put it to you that way. He's an elite athlete, takes care of himself, he trains hard. I think he's going to bounce back okay. Mike Evans, on the other hand, who, again, hamstring strain, not that serious. But he's going to miss time. Now, this one, I'm not that apologetic for, and I'm going to tell you why. A, the dude is 32. B, he has a well-documented history of these type of injuries. This type of injury, the hamstring. C, you think it's a coincidence that the Bucs drafted this specimen from the wide receiver factory, Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka, or we call him Double E? You think that's a coincidence that they did this? First round, they didn't even want to waste any time waiting on Trey Harris, Jaden Higgins, or any of the other dudes, Jack Bash. I'm just throwing out names. I'm not throwing any shade anywhere else. Rhino. It's no coincidence. This dude's got a documented history of hamstring issues. He's 32 years old. Now, he's going to come back. He's going to return. So that's the positive news. That's the good news in this. B, now it's going to get more interesting in a few weeks when he does return. Because Chris Godwin also returns. It's anticipated. We're anticipating Godwin's return this week. Of course, look at the timing. Now, A, this doesn't change a single thing regarding Double E, Emeka. Doesn't change anything. He is wheels the mother loving up. If he wasn't already, based on the first few games, that doesn't change. That continues now. even with Chris Godwin coming back, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't want Emeka Egbuka bracketed. You know, we want defenses to be able to or have to respect the other dudes on the field. Yesterday versus the Jets, the other dude on the field happened to have been Sterling Shepard. Shepard, no relation. So yeah, no, we want Chris Godwin on the field. We want Emeka Egbuka to take advantage of single coverage or soft zones. But yeah, Mike Evans, 32 years old. I took Mike Evans in one spot this season. One spot just because I wanted to, I wanted a little piece of Mike. Any of the key leagues, my big leagues, leagues that I hold in a little bit higher priority, there's no Mike Evans there. Not at all. I took him in a league that's kind of like a throwaway. It's a weird league. All right, Fantasy Goats. Najee. I'm going to give you my thoughts here. He's done. He's done for the season. Unfortunate. Achilles tendon tear. We know the history here with that injury. You're out. You're done. What's interesting that I don't believe anybody's really talking about, we're going to get to Marion Hampton in a second. What no one's really talking about here is the fact that in a year from now, where does Najee Harris return to? He's on a 1-year contract. That's what's interesting to me. When he does come back, what team is going to sign Najee Harris, into what role and what capacity will the Chargers bring him back? They might. I'm not suggesting that they wouldn't. They took on J.K. Dobbins last season. But yeah, here's my other thought on Najee Harris, by the way. I'm sure some correlation could be drawn to it, but again, I don't have that data in front of me, so this is kind of speculative. He missed most of training camp due to his eye injury, due to the Najee the Pirate incident. He didn't get reps in training camp. I wonder how much that may have played into him now actually tearing his Achilles, non-contact injury in week 3. This is somebody who's never missed a game. And I'm pretty sure that he probably always had normal preseason, normal training camp reps. This time, this offseason in 2025, he did not. I wonder how that may have correlated to this injury, because this guy's a freak. This guy's someone who has not been injured. Be that as it may. Najee Harris, you guys who may have drafted Najee late, you just lost your depth. If you drafted Marion Hampton with Najee Harris, you hit a freaking jackpot. If you drafted Marion Hampton and you didn't draft Najee Harris, you hit the jackpot. This is now going to be full volume for the most part. It's not going to be 100% of Marion Hampton. There'll be someone else will be mixed in, sprinkled in. It's just the way Greg Roman wants to operate. The funny part about that is he's got 2 backs that maybe Haskins. I think they would prefer Haskins over Vidal. I wonder if they bring in some. I'm sure that, they may elevate another dude off of the taxi squad, like it's Dynasty Fantasy, the practice squad. And yeah, that's a Charger problem. The 3-0 Chargers. Do you want to talk a little bit more about Marion Hampton and the Chargers? The next, this is a crushing one. John James Conner, done. Well, I don't even know what the season ankle. Probably like the Chris Godwin injury, although again, that would be speculative at this time. I don't know that for sure, but he's going to be out for the season. Enter Trey Benson. Now, if you drafted James Conner, It would have been the move to obviously make sure you were grabbing Trey Benson. He was one of the most important handcuffs coming into the season. But I'm sure there are going to be managers out there that didn't, because you know what? I'm that kind of manager. I'm not even going to BS you. I'm that kind of manager that likes to take the handcuff away from the manager that needs the handcuff. It's just the way I play. Kind of cutthroat sometimes. But that's how you win. And if you really wanted the handcuff, you have to spend up sometimes to get that handcuff. Like if you have Bijan Robinson, I had to make freaking sure that I had Tyler Algier. When you have CMC, you have to make sure you're drafting the entire running back room of the Niners. CMC. What an animal. Boy, does he look great. Anyway, James Conner. I have 0 shares of James Conner. Why? Another well-documented injury history. Yes, he did survive all of last year, more or less, but still. All right, guys. That's the injury. Well, there's some others. Tyrone banged up his shoulder last night, Sunday Night Football. The Giants secondary is just awful. Awful. But that doesn't take away the fact that Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatterbrains. If you're a fan of the show, if you're a goat of the show, you know it's Cam Scatterbrains. Scary Terry got a quad bruise. Colston Loveland with a hip pointer flexor. These are some of the other ones that came in throughout the day that aren't as high profile. We know Mac Jones re-injured his PCL. Well, we weren't seeing Mac Jones this week anyway. Michael Mayer, Noah Fant, and a friend of our show, Alec Pierce, a friend of DeAndre Swift. Alec Pierce they are all 3 of them are in the concussion protocol. That's our injury report. Fantasy Goats. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. It wouldn't be possible without your support. We really appreciate your support. All right, what else do we want to do? Well, I know what I want to do. I want to get to this guy's fire data. Fire data. In just a few clicks away, we will get to Mr. Ryan Heath's stats. Advanced Stats by Ryan Heath from Fantasy Points Data. This guy, let me tell you what this guy does. This guy uses this advanced data suite that is proprietary information. And all he does with it is provide us goats with information regarding the players that we need. Yo, Frosty Goat! What's up, Frosty? There's DeAndre Goat. What's up, Wester, baby? What's up, West Goat? Frosty! The Frosty man, you're gonna cry. How you gonna cry? You got like 100 leagues and you're probably winning 99 of them. Gentlemen, Capgoat, what's up? Capgoat, how are you? I want Benson. You do want Benson if you have Connor. If you don't even have Connor, you're gonna want Benson. This guy is scheduled now. The late second or maybe early third round 2024 selection by the Arizona Cardinals in what was coined a weak running back class compared to this one, which was a strong running back class. I'm up by 10 points. My opponent has the Lions defense. What do? You're up by 10 points, and they have the Lions defense left. You don't do, what do you want to do? I mean, the Lions defense they're going to go in and start off at 10, right? So that's going to be a tie game, right? And then you're going to sit back and you're going to watch the Ravens dump points on their heads. That's what you're going to do. That's all you can do. What else do you want to do? That's what you're going to do, baby. Yeah. I'm not even sure if there's another move to do. You're up by 10 points, and he has the Lions. Now. If he's got the Lions, and there's nothing to do. I was thinking of maybe something else if this was in the main slate, what you may have been able to do going from the 1 o'clocks to the 4 o'clocks, so you start playing keep away. But why would we even be doing that? A, week 3. There's no reason for that. But B, Cap. Ravens should just be dumping points on the Lions. So there's one interception, maybe one fumble recovery. Maybe they sack him once. You're gonna win by 7. You win by 8. Not a problem, Cap. Not a problem at all. We get this data. Let's get this data going. Once we find the data, we give the goats the data. There it is. I see it now. Get to some of your more questions. Don't forget to like Gentle Goats. Chase Brown and London suck. Yeah, tough outings, man. Tough outings. The Chase Brown on the road against the tough Vikings defense. I got some data for Chase Brown. But Drake London, Michael Penix, Darnell Mooney, Bijan Robinson, they laid a nothing burger against the Carolina Panthers. To me, that's more concerning than Chase Brown, who should be able to bounce back. His tackle breaking metrics, all that stuff isn't with us right now. It's not. But again, this is it's still a small sampling. What's up, Pure Soul, Keenan Allen? I'm going to go with Slick Rick here, West up. I know Keenan Allen's been looking real nice. He's been looking real sharp, but I promise you, now Quentin Johnson, who didn't come off of that bad of a game against Patrick Surtain and the Broncos defense. Now he's going to be facing lighter coverages, or not as strong of a defensive opponent as he faced the toughest DB in the game to try to beat. Point being that I think they're going to continue to go to Quentin Johnson, and Ladd McConkey right now is not getting the looks that we want, and that's going to correct itself. That's going to course correct. Ricky Pearsall, baby. It's Slick Rick season. That's who I would want. It's not that far apart either. It's not, but I think we still have more upside with Ricky Pearsall. I want Benson. Do I give up Hall and Brian Thomas Jr. for Benson and Kincaid? I have Jackson Smith and Jigba and Bucky and Mason and Fannin. That looks like a good deal. I'm not gonna lie. For the rest of the season, moving forward. I mean, you're gonna get week in and week out. You're going to get damn near full work volume from this running back. Breece Hall doesn't look good. He doesn't look good. He's got Braylon Allen. Justin Fields will return. Brian Thomas Jr. doesn't look good. Trevor Lawrence doesn't look good. But again, we're being a little bit overreactant, considering it's only been 3 weeks. But on paper right now, Cap Goat, that's a solid deal. I think I would do that. I think I would want that, especially with what you got. If it Kincaid and Fannin, you'll be able to mix and match out of those tight ends on a weekly basis. The tight end portion of that is fine. JSN, Lucky. Who, give me another wide receiver that you got. Shouldn't really make a difference. No Kittle, no CD. Frosty Goat. Well, Kittle's coming back. CD, it's gonna be multi-week. We're gonna take a look at this after their week 4, and then see if he's made progress week 5. It could be worse. It could be worse, Frosty, for CD Lamb. Is the Ravens D good? On paper, they are. On paper, they sure are. I know they've been giving up some points still in the secondary. I would expect the Lions to be able to get some points on them, but the Ravens' defense is still one of the best in the league. They can be. They should be. On paper, yeah. Kirk Cousins might as well come back. I was thinking the same thing. Frosty. It's funny. I was like, God damn. I mean, like, this is the reason why the Falcons weren't so quick to just like trade off Kirk Cousins for first round picks. Yeah, look at what their first round pick is doing right now in 3 games. Nothing. Mad Max Goat. Allen is Herbert's OG. It's true. It is his OG. But, like, look, the jig is up, right? The jig is up. Ladd McConkey is clearing guys out across the middle. That is allowing Keenan to operate as Keenan Allen operates out of the slot, one-on-one. Maybe a safety has to come and help. Quentin Johnson's got the one-on-one coverages. They're going to. This is what they wanted to do. This is what the Chargers. This is exactly what they wanted to do. It's almost like now pick your poison. We're now selling out to stop Ladd McConkey from killing us. And it's allowing Keenan Allen to score. We take away the OG veteran. We're leaving Ladd McConkey open. But a good offensive coordinator just isn't going to sit back and say, oh, well, yeah, that's good. Let them keep doing this. No, then they will adjust, or they will schematically now look to get Ladd in more advantageous situations because he's a weapon. They got a good offense. This is a fucking good offense. How about a Marion Hampton, folks? Who raise your hand if you have a Marion Hampton? My hand's not raised. Except for, again, one spot. And it's not that big of a deal. I'm in the Quinchon Judkins camp. I was also in the Caleb Johnson camp. Jesus, for the love of God. I'm in the Trevion Henderson camp. I'm not in the Marion Hampton camp, really. They kind of rushed Penix, no? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a rush because, like, they gave him some work last season when Kirk's shoulder or his arm just wasn't operating, wasn't functioning. There was nothing to the throws. They let Penix go. They gave him some work. He looked good in that work. Then you have an entire offseason. Maybe that wasn't enough work that they gave him. Maybe that was, again, too small of a sampling size. Too small of a sampling size from last season. And then whatever he's doing in the preseason and in training camp is not what it's not translating to week 1, not translating to week 3. But again, there's a nothing burger against Carolina is alarming. I hope he corrects it. I hope they correct it. Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck. Yeah, there's Kirk Cousins. Maybe his arm is good now. Maybe it is. Maybe the fact that it was like his heel that he couldn't get all the power off of that plant foot. That could be part of it. You're very welcome, West Up. What's up, Goat? Don Goat. What's up, Don Goat? Damn. Penix. And it's not so much damn Penix, right? Like, how many of us really have Michael Penix as their starting quarterback? It ain't damn Penix. It's damn you, Penix, because a lot of us have Drake London. That's where it hurts. Darnell, some of us have Darnell Mooney. That's not really. Kyle Pitts. Look at this guy's shit. Look at Ryan Heath, fantasy points data. There isn't a. He is one of the smartest dudes, smartest accounts you could possibly follow if you dig this deep dive type of analysis for fantasy football. I think all information is useful. All of it. All of it. It's sometimes, you gotta be able to interpret information. That's the first things first. Lad has his career year last year, and people were drafting him thinking he could repeat. Why I didn't take him. Last year they didn't have Hampton, so they had to pass him down. Hampton rushing touchdown. DeAndre. Don't bring this lad blasphemy to our shed. We may have drafted Lad a little bit too high. We may have. I'm not gonna just throw this one in the garbage. I'm not. There's plenty of time for Lad to make it up. Plenty of time. How many times have we seen so far? If you've been playing this game long enough, you'll get information. Player A over weeks 9 through 14, they were wide receiver 2 in PPR format. I mean, that's just an example, obviously, but how many times have we seen shit like that? Plenty. Quinshon Judkins is the early downs running back for the Cleveland Browns. That's not really a surprise here, right? He had 19 out of the 20 backfield carries, and he had all 3 of the opportunities inside the 10. Look, they drafted him in the 2nd round. They drafted Dylan Sampson in the 4th round. Dylan Sampson is their change of pace scat back. Jerome Ford still had both 3rd down targets. Okay, great. He's of no use to us in fantasy. Jerome Ford. Dylan Sampson, if you're holding Dylan Sampson, that's going to be a tough call. I think that's going to go roster by roster. That's going to be very much roster dependent. How's your roster looking? Jay Goat. You're up 28 points? Of course you're up 28 points. And my opponent has JMO and the kicker. Let's call this 18 and 10. 18 out of JMO and 10 from Jake Bates. It's close, my friend. It's close. If JMO goes off, it's going to be close. If he doesn't go off, and then Jake Bates does again his 10, his 12, we're on to week 4 with another GOAT victory. If JMO has himself a game, again, let's not forget that they are playing the Ravens. The Ravens secondary has been the weaker unit again. Let's not go to weaker unit. Why don't I just give you the actual numbers, which I have right here. And this is what the GOATs are going to be relying on, this basic data moving forward. This is how defenses rank. Points allowed, touchdowns allowed, that sort of thing. Which is basically, this is your baseline GOAT information that we can rely on. The Ravens are allowing through 2 weeks. All right, Jay? It's not that good. It's actually bad. They're allowing 409 yards and 7 touchdowns. Against the pass, the Ravens are fucking. Why am I still scrolling down for the Ravens? Yeah. Against the pass, 298 yards, so that's through the air. 4 touchdowns. 298 and 4 touchdowns. Which tells me that that's let's just say 2 touchdowns a game in the air. Lions. 1 to Laporta, 1 to Amon-Ra St. Brown, or even if it is, let's just say it's J-Mo. As long as they can keep him at bay, keep it somewhat controllable, containable. But yeah, no, the Ravens secondary has still gotten off to not an optimal start that we would like. Everything Bengals, including Jamar. There's the goats giving goats advice. I love it. Yeah. That's a fantastic point. This is not an outdoor cat. That's right. This is an indoor cat. This mother-loving Jared 15-1 Goff had like the majority. They had like 4 games outdoors. Even half of their away games were indoors. They had all their games were indoors last season. It's not that this season. It's not an outdoor cat. I expect the Lions to play well. I do. I expect the Lions to make it tough. And maybe they sneak out a win there. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. It's going to be a close game. I like it. I like it in your favor. But it's going to be close. Like it should be. Yes, of course we all love the blowouts. The blowouts are nice. Of course the blowouts are nice. But the close ones good too. Don't the close ones get the adrenaline going for you? For the goats? It gets the adrenaline going for me. When you're up by like a point or less than a point, and you're going up against like Justin Jefferson, and all you want to do is for the quarterback to get all you want for them is to just get a first down so they can kneel. It doesn't get any better than that. That happened last season. It doesn't get any better than that. That team was good. That team was good that I played, and my team was good. That was a Malik, Drake London, Devon Achane, Kenny Skywalker was on that team. That was a good team. Damn. When I traded away Jamar for Puka, I was called crazy. Should I trade Brees and Harvey? Should I trade Brees Hall and RJ Harvey for Emeka? You may be thin at running back, but it's not bad. You're going to be thin at running back. RJ Harvey is... Again, Sean Payton's not prepared to just let the reins loose on RJ Harvey. He's not prepared for that. I think if the Chargers had their way, they wouldn't be letting loose on Marion Hampton just so fast. Now they have no choice. Now they have no choice. They have to. Yeah, so we were talking about this last night, right? Josh Jacobs led the Green Bay Packers in target percentage, target shares. Like, that was the first time he's ever done that. Then Matthew Golden at 16%, Dontavian Wick 16%, Tucker Kraft 16%, Romeo Dobbs 8%. This was Jacob's highest single game target share. Oh, right, so it's 2021. Look at it. We even got some Aaron Rodgers, Warren, Jalen Warren. We have some Jalen Warren information here. Jalen Warren, 82% backfield carry share, which was up from 58%, 70% last 2 weeks. Starting to become a feature bell cow. 2 of 3 backfield attempts inside the 5. Inside the 5. Notice how Ryan's giving us 2 out of 3 backfield attempts inside the 5. Not just inside the red zone, inside the 5, for crying out loud. A 26.1% target share. Those shares were both career highs. Jalen Warren's getting work. He's getting work. It may not have shown up so strongly in your fantasy box score, but this tells us that he's getting work. Kevin, how are you, Kevin? Go pick 5. Oh, Mike is injured. Forgot. Never mind. Shit. Chase Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Trey Benson, Mike Evans, Godwin, and Ricky Pearsall. Pick 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pick 5 out of these 6. I mean, one of them is gonna miss a few weeks. That's Mike Evans. You're not gonna have Mike Evans for a couple of weeks, at least a couple of weeks. We went through the injury report, Kevin. It's kind of vague at this time, but I think it's going to be 1 to 4 weeks. Chris Godwin, we're going to have to wait till we see him practice this week, but all signs are pointing to the fact that he is scheduled to be on the practice field this week. He is. And if all goes well, he's going to be active this week, week 4. So pick 5, Chase Brown is 1. Jahmyr Gibbs would be 2. Trey Benson, good for you, Kevin. Go 3. Godwin, all goes well in practice this week, is 4. And Slick Rick is 5. That's the way I'm looking at it. If that didn't happen to Evans' hamstring, then we could have a conversation between Evans and Godwin, maybe. It should be Nico JSN. Jay, it's a nice deal. It's a nice package. Yeah, it's a nice package, Jay. If you could do it, let's do it. Mason's 1. That's the easy one. Oh man, Genty, West, man, West. I can feel your, I feel your angst. I feel your pain right now after 3 weeks. Genty, let me just skip. I want to skip to the Genty. Let's get. I know he gave us some Genty in here. Where is Genty? Well, here's Jordan Mason. There's not much to discuss here. Jordan Mason did all that and didn't play the 4th quarter. There's nothing. 76% of the backfield carry share was Jordan Mason. That's a featured running back. Mason wasn't targeted, but he's at worst a high-end RB2 every week until Aaron Jones returns. So now what he did here is kind of temper it because A, they were blowing the Bengals out of the water. B, in a tougher matchup, he's at worst a high-end RB2. So Mason's the easy choice here. Now let me find Genty. Or if we get to Chase Brown, we might get to Chase Brown before Genty. Yep, Breece Hall. Breece Hall's backfield carry shares are going down, by the way. Down, not up, down. Week 1, 70%. Week 2, 83%. Week 3, 60%. Brees Hall had a season-high 16.7% target share, but I fear we're heading for a repeat of Hall's 2024 in any game. He obviously is the Jets' most explosive player on the field. No. We're not printing anything. There's Bucky. Come on. Give me the... There we go. Here's the kill shot. He received 68% backfield carry share, a season low, after getting 85% and then 90% the previous 2 games. Genti also didn't see any of the team's 3 targets to running backs. There's cause for flags here. There's cause for flags. Before this week, Genti was the one I had. Before this week, Genti was the one I'd have bet on among rookie running backs to see the quickest bounce back. Instead, he takes a step back in usage. In other words, he's saying that he bet wrong. He thought that Genti was going to have a bounce back, and rather than bounce back, he took a step back. There's cause for flags here. I don't know if Chase Brown is that much better right now. I really don't, West. I still think we're going to want to do Chase Brown here. Cincinnati Bengals offense. Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning should be better at home. If they are home. I don't even know where they are. I haven't even gone that far. I'm still in the lab for the Goats. The Goats probably wouldn't agree, but I don't think Mason is viable season. Well, it's not that I don't agree, because even Ryan Heath just said, right, this analytics expert with data just even pointed it out. Look, until Aaron Jones returns, and when Aaron Jones returns, it's like, okay, someone else is going to get onto the field. I don't think Jordan Mason keeps Aaron Jones on the sideline. I don't. But if Jordan Mason continues to turn in games like he did yesterday, I think Aaron Jones would be kind of relegated to like the third down running back. To spell Jordan Mason in certain situations, the 2-minute warning back. Aaron Jones, 2-minute warning back. Right? Ask me how many shares of Aaron Jones I have. None. Ask me how many shares of Jordan Mason do I have. Good amount. He was one of the he was a running back that was easier for me to just go and grab and reach. Not necessarily reach, but I made sure I was getting Jordan Mason where I could. Genti and Mason, if you want to win right now. Long term, I don't know. I feel like that's still the second I'd pick. I think this Genti situation is going to be one of those cases where, and I don't know the bye week, when their bye is, but like once the Raiders come out of their bye, we might see a spark. Until then, it's tough. It's tough. He's not getting us anything. I'm a 49ers fan. I'm a 49ers diehard. Jordan Mason went off with us last year with a shitty line. He wouldn't get $100 a year. Aaron Jones is old. Fudge goat. Trying to make some trades, baby. That's what you got to do. Sometimes. Would you give away Keenan for Trevion? Half PPR. I would probably need to play him until CD is back. Would you give away? I would probably need to play him until CD's back. You would probably need to play Trevion Henderson until CD's back. In the flex, trying to make some moves. Would you give away Keenan for Trevion Henderson? I would probably need to play him until CD is back. I don't think I would. Would it be that far-fetched? Would it be that out of the question? I'm going to answer my own question. That we see a complete reversal here. All of a sudden now, Ramondre Stevenson fumbles again, and Trevion Henderson gets shot out of a cannon, and he's the one who starts getting more usage. Keenan Allen now, all of a sudden, Ladd McConkey starts smoking people, smoking DBs. Keenan Allen's out there running the routes, running the cardio to clear out room for Ladd McConkey. Would it be that far-fetched? No. The answer is no. It wouldn't be that far-fetched. Keenan Allen's 32, right? 31, 32. Keenan Allen. Ask Mike Evans how he's doing today on Monday. Not good. When you're that age, 31, 32 years old, it's not typical for these guys to be playing at high levels without some sort of nagging injury. George, baby. Sophomore punk. Who's a punk? CM Punk? Not that crazy, George. No. This one isn't bad. Because guess what? Tajay Spears is due to come back. Not this upcoming week 4, but he should be off IR and ready to go week 5. He's gonna get into the to Tony Pollard's timeshare, snap share, carry share. And you're alluding to it, Breece Hall does have the upside. Imagine if the Jets start playing well. Even if they don't play well, we know Breece Hall has receiving upside. And we just went through Breece Hall. Take a look. Like we're not out on Breece Hall right now. We're not. Although the usage isn't spectacular, but the Jets are playing tough. Each of these losses. The backfield carry shares from 70 spiked a little bit to 83, but then went down to 60%. Hall did have a season high. For a running back at 16.7 is good. A running back, 16% target share? But I fear we're heading for a repeat of Hall's 2024. In any games, he is obviously the Jets' most explosive player on the field. I would want to move Tony Pollard. If you're already talking to the manager that's got Breece, I would do that. If not, look around, see who else may want Tony Pollard. Hey, Goats, if you're new to this channel, Goat, please help us out. Please help us get to 500 subscribers. We wouldn't be here without you. Please like. Please subscribe. We are here for you, Goats, damn near every day of the football season. And then when it's not football, it's always football. Because we dove deep into the rookies in our first year doing this, and we plan on diving deep into the rookies again. The whole entire rookie process. Loved it. I know I'm on here somewhere, DeAndre. I'm on here somewhere saying that I did not want to draft Ashton Jetty. It feels too much like Bijan Robinson. Why? Every year, someone's generational talent. The word is being used too loosely. But I digress. Let me see. I traded Pollard for Brees last week. When it comes to this stuff, Jay, it's always week by week. Goat, you know this. You know this. I traded Pollard for Brees. Pollard had a good game this week. Brees kind of sort of did not have a good game, but like if you want to project out, did we endorse that deal? I don't know if we would have endorsed that deal. Well, I'm sure we would have said the same thing we just said now. Yeah. We have a good window of 4 games with Tony Pollard. So far, 1 out of the 3 has been good. We're hoping for another good one. Zay Flowers. Hoo 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 hoo! It's my brother. My brother, man. My goat. The goat of goats, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. It's my goat. I'm trying to find something for the goat. The goat of goats. Fire them. Maybe, should we fire these guys? Fire them. We'll find new soldiers. This is the goat of goats. The boss. Not giving up. You don't give up. You don't fucking give up. We smoke them. Fuck them. We don't give up. We got DeAndre here. You got Jay here. You got the commissioner. You got the war chief. You got what's being built here is just this little fantastic neighborhood. A shed of fucking coats. And each and every one of you, fucking fantastic football scatterbrains, especially this freaking guy pulls Trey Tucker out of thin air. All of you, if the passion is there, if the love of the game is there, then that's well over half the battle. Well over. Send me the link. Do you? Are you sure? Let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna send the link. I am gonna look. I do what my boss says. Copy. Here's the link. Here's the motherfucking link. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna get a debut. The link is going to go to your DM on Elon's machine. That piece of filth app that it is. Yeah, all you guys filth on this thing. But I found you. You found me. You found me on this filth. That's why the goats. That's where the goats come. That's where they came from. Yep, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. What else do we got here? What else do we got? What else do we need to cover? Mr. Magic Goat. Where is the Magic Goat? Mr. Magic Goat's almost in the same position, man. If you think if you guys think for a second that you're maybe the only 0-3 team, you're the only team that's 1-2, that is absolutely absurdity. You know how many people are reeling from injury? Reeling right now. Reeling. Put Trey Tucker on the trade block in 30 leagues. I have him in. Yeah. How many bites did you get with that? But I could do this. Okay. Hoo, 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 hoo. Mr. Who's Soaked. How would you like to appear, Mr. Who's Soaked? Hold on a second. This is a first time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. Edit name and headline. No, I don't want to do that. No. Do you know how to put this device not connected? Oh boy. Not connected. Maybe Mr. Uso got stage fright. Did you get stage fright? I get it. Well, go use the link again. Let's go through some of these other. I don't want. There we go. All right.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh God, come on, let's go. It's nothing to say. How do I turn this on? This is way different than Zoom.
It's not Zoom.
Oh my God, man. Actually, bro, it's my first time. Yeah, it's my first time seeing you, man. Oh my Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats.
What's going on, guys? I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time hopping in here, huh?
Well, I don't like this layout either. I want you to appear like Rhino appears.
Yeah, I know, but it's nothing to say. It's nothing to say. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. We're gonna work on the waivers. We're gonna get active. It's trust me. You JC, me and you, we talk every single week. We talk, we talk to soldiers and the whole 9 yards. And I'm assuming you're about to end the stream just because, football season or the Thursday matchups about to start. But
no, I'm not. No, I'm not ending this I'm not ending this motherfucking goat at all. Are you kidding me? Ending this go. I'm trying to get us a better layout is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us a better layout. Mr. Who's Soaked. Let me tell you, were you here earlier on the stream when I said, look, Drake London and Michael Penix right now is a little bit of a problem. That's the problem. Where'd he go? You like that, Jay, right?
Oh my God. Sorry, man. Wait. Would you say that one more time?
Like Drake London has not been performing. That might have to do with Michael Penix, okay? And then look, you've got so many. Oh my God, you have so many good plays. I would not be worried. Yes, you got to put your head down. Put your motherfucking head down. Put this motherfucking goat down.
It's tough, bro. It's my mindset. What's my mindset is winning every week. That's my mindset. But I need to know, like having the second scoring in my freaking league, losing drives me crazy. But I need to realize this. And go deeply into this. Is that it's okay. It's okay to lose. It's okay to work on the matchups because we're like you said before that we talk, we go back and forth.
Yes.
We are gonna work on it. We're gonna hit the waivers. We're gonna put our head down and work. As simple as that. If not, we will enjoy the moment while it lasts. Simple as that.
Broke my microphone.
And if you're in leagues where you can, actually, how do I see the comment? Okay, I see right there. Where we can see. No, excuse me. What the hell am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, if you're in a league where you can just trade away players for rounds, you might as well just do it, man. That's worst case scenario. That's worst case scenario. The team is completely, excuse my language, dog shit like myself. Just trade away your players. Just wait a couple weeks to see how it rolls. Then we trade away. If not, put your head down. Hit the waivers. Trust me, I'm in the same boat. 0-3. Keep on working. Keep on working. As simple as that. I mean, no words to describe how I feel.
Gotta
We
love.
work. Let's get after it. Go ahead, JC.
Gotta go. No. I love the fight. I love the heart. This is what we're here for. It's still so early in the season. I broke my motherfucking microphone with the Huso.
Dude,
the microphone is now loose like the rest, like the soldiers are loose.
I'll be honest, bro. I kind of want to start hopping in here more often, man.
You get addicted to it, right?
No, it's just it's nice to talk. I freaking hate texting. That's one thing I don't like. I hate it, man. I'm one of those guys that likes to use my words and
and show your emotion, and that's
no. I have to control myself, man.
No. We don't want you to control yourself. That's not what we want, right, Jay's loving every moment of this. We also have DeAndre is loving every moment of this. You are beloved in this, like I said, this community, this shed of goats. We got dogs, we got motherfucking dogs out there. We got the dogs that are ready to play. Look, your home league, your main home league. We'll ask DeAndre. We'll ask Jay. We'll ask anyone who's listening to us and watching us right now here on the Fantasy Goats channel. Please like and subscribe to the Who's Soaked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're in the keeper. You're able to keep a couple players, and yet you're able to trade for draft picks. When would you start to sell them off? When would you sell them off? How bad does it have to get, and at what point would you want to sell a Jamar Chase or a Josh Jacobs for a first or a third?
Hell no. I'm not. I'm talking about in general because I don't want to be all eyes on me. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about every single person. I'm talking about. I feel like
but you're the goat that plays in the keeper.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some people that play keeper as well.
They play. Of course they do. I'm just not sure that they're here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're on their stream. Look, mine is a keeper. Mine's different. It's an auction keeper, but still, we could keep up to 2 players for a maximum of 3 seasons. But each time you keep a player each year, there's a cost that gets added to their salary. So that's why you have to decide on whether who you're keeping someone that's going to cost you $55 with a $350 salary cap. No, you wouldn't do that. But would you want to keep someone that costs you $7 at auction and adding $5? That's all you have for $12. It depends. It depends. So ours is a little different. Yours is a snake keeper. Ours is an auction keeper.
Yes, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like where you have to start panicking, I feel like maybe week 7, 8. If you have not seen a dub, if wins does not occur around 7 and 8.
I was gonna. If wins don't start, well, okay.
Yeah, if you don't win.
If you're on 6,
7 to 8, bro, that's where you need to just say, you know what, bro, draw the red flag and just trade away the players, man. At that point, man, I get it, don't give up, but we gotta draw that line, for maybe week 8, 9. That's pushing it, but I mean, shit, man. If you get to week 8, if you get to week 8 and you're not winning, if you're not winning out, you gotta get like that's where you have to start panicking. Man, I love football. I love football. I love fantasy football. I love being competitive. But sometimes when I get that competitiveness in myself, I get way too competitive. So let's stop there. Let's stop there. Let's back what you said about Michael Penix Jr.
Yes, let's talk about Mr. Penix Jr., Mr. Penis, Michael Penis.
I mean, how do I say this in a nice way?
Well, first, don't forget to say hello to Sniper.
How you doing, Sniper? You gotta hop in here. It's my first time, Sniper. Come on now.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Oh
God.
shit! I'm waiting for the Rhino. The Rhino needs to be here.
I'll come back, man. I'll come back this Friday or Saturday, one of these days.
Okay.
Dude, I got too much caffeine in my system. Maybe that's why I got way too hyped up to hop in here. But hey, it's all good, man. Just for you, brother. I support you, bro. You know me.
I appreciate that. I know you do, and I try to do whatever I possibly can for you, for the dough, for all the goats here. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to probably say it tomorrow. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. We would not be here without all of your support. We would not be here. This is what drives us. This is what fuels us. Your support. This is my 3rd year of fantasy. Look at that. And I'm sure you love it. You freaking love it, Jay. And we're here to win together, Jay, baby. This is Sniper's 3rd year, if I'm not mistaken. How long have you been playing? Not that long. Not that much longer than that.
Oh, I'll say like 4 to 3 years, 3 to 4 years. That's we've been bro. We've been working, bro. we've been working, bro. And hey, 3 to 4 years. I'll be honest, I'm not one yet, but we're working. We're working. Yeah.
The championship plus. This is my 3rd year. I'm already getting away. So, did you see this message? Look at Jay. Look. He's getting all the way to the title game. He just missed it.
Oh,
second year title game, missed it. 3rd year. This is my 3rd year, and I'm already getting white hairs from stress. But that's good stress. Isn't it good? It's not. It's good stress. It's not bad stress. This is fun stress. It's because you love it. You what it really is. You know what it when it's all said and done. What this really comes down to with this game is we're playing a game where we want to be right. We want to be correct in what we do. We want to be right with the draft picks that we drafted. We want to be right with the lineups that we set. We want to be right with the trades that we make. We want to be right. We want to be right with the guys that we have assembled to play. That's what this game comes down to. We want to be right. And I get it. We want to be right. We want to win. 5 years and I'm 20. Been racking checks since 15. Well, that's because you're DeAndre. That's why. You are DeAndre. The DeAndre Gordon. You're gonna get your own set of links. Don't you worry. What else? What else is going on here, Mr. Who's Soaked? This is my boss, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. This is my boss. I have 2 bosses. I have 3 bosses. I have 3 bosses. One of them is right here on screen. The second one is right there in the chat. And then the 3rd boss is the one upstairs.
I love it. I swear to God. Hey, I love it. That thank JC. I think you said it the best, man. That God is always number 1. Then you got number 2. You got Rhino. You got JX. That's that's your your group. I love it. You guys are you guys are the managers, man. You guys run this shit. You guys run Twitter. You guys run YouTube. You guys have good advices, man. I'll give you that.
Wait. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off because you sound so great right now. We don't run any Twitter. I don't want to run any Twitter. No.
Okay.
No. We myself at least, and I guess you could include Rhino. You can include a bunch of people. We all there's a good network of people that we're all connected to within that app. Let me just put it to you that way.
Gotcha.
That app has yielded, casted out a pretty good web of a network where where I know somebody that knows that person, so on and so forth. If I need this done, I know I can ask them. If I need advice, I know I can ask him, her. A network has been
Yeah,
established.
gotcha. Yeah. Let me rephrase that.
A community has been established within a large app.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now when it comes to that though, there's also problems within the app. There's a lot of problems. So this isn't all sunshine, rainbows, and puppy. That app is gross for many levels and many reasons. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hire a psychic to predict the injuries. You don't need a psychic to predict the injuries because it's part of the game. It sucks. My FF7 is hurting so bad. You had Bosa there, right? Bosa. That's
Yeah,
what. That's a tough injury. That's a tough injury for you, Huso. The
I know.
Niners.
Yeah, I saw that, man. He's out for the season. Sad to say.
Tough injuries. Look, it's part of the game. But they'll tell you. The NFL will tell us that injuries are actually down. Actually down. Actual tool you can use for injuries from Draft Shark's injury tool. Yeah, look. There are tools like that, right? That take that have the data available, and then you could kind of rank, or you could kind of you could see like who is more likely, what is more predictable for injury. So yeah, like Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he almost gets this injury each year.
I'll be honest, man. Michael Penix. What the fudge is going on with that guy?
I think he's in danger of perhaps getting benched. I think he's in danger of getting benched.
I heard Kirk. Is it true that Kirk Cousins could take that spot? Why? What do you think? Week 4, week 5?
We're coming up on week 4.
Okay, week
We're,
4.
we're coming up on week 4, and we spoke about it just this evening right here. And the more I'm thinking about it, and they have a pretty competent backup quarterback, and you just put up a 0 with Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, so on and so forth down the road. You can predict injuries in our reality unless they are injured prior. You can't predict injuries in our reality unless they were injured prior. Yeah, that's 100% true. That's it. That's exactly it.
You just click
God,
on it. When you click
God,
on it, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, you click on this to get the comment there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Who's Soaked. Mr. Who's Soaked making his YouTube debut, Mr.
Oh shit, man! Damn, man.
The FCC cannot stop the Who's Soaked. Johnny D, 1 second here. Johnny D. Johnny Goat. 1 second. Let's get back over here. Got offered a trade. Got offered to trade Away, DK, and Trey Benson for Tet. No. We're going to hold Trey Benson now. No, thank you. No, I wouldn't do that, Lloyd. Lloyd Goat? Not at all. Not with Trey Benson now. Fortet? No. You got Trey. You're going to enjoy having this running back that you drafted late or that you picked up off of the wire last week or the week before, you've got yourself a freaking featured bell cow running back. They're gonna use Trey Benson. They're gonna use him. There's a lottery. You're gonna take that for Tet in the Carolina? I wouldn't do that, Lloyd. I really wouldn't. Appreciate you coming in here. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Johnny D. Desperate advice. Nothing's desperate right now, Johnny D. Nothing. Went zero. I went zero quarterback as draft strategy. And then 0 3. Well, all right. I am 0 and 3 with a bunch of duds. Got Brees, got Tony, got Ramondre. Your running backs, wow. Brian Thomas Jr. in London are getting it done, are getting it done. It's more like it, right? Are not getting it done, right? My only standouts have been Bucky, CD Lamb Chops. That's my RB flex. I'm in a 10-team PPR, and I feel like this team is extremely risky, boom, bust material. These guys should be performing, but not. Well, you just hit the head. You hit it right on the head, Johnny, just now. The nail on the head. No, that's still not the expression, for Christ's sake. Hit the nail on the head. These guys should be performing, but not. Should be. Will be. They are supposed to be performing. They just started out slow. Especially London. Tet's a rookie. He's not doing bad. He's playing a lot, Tet McMillan. He's on the field. They are looking for him. They are targeting him. And this other and the Drake London, we know the issue here is possibly Michael Penix, but Atlanta's got themselves a nice little card that they could pull. And that would be Kirk.
I'll be honest. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we playing a little piano? A little music? Is that what's going on right now? I heard a little piano. Sniper, you playing?
Oh shit. Oh no. It's the stupid phone, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, bro. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Michael Penix.
So, I mean, after yesterday's game, like, okay, on like one hand, or one angel on the owner and the president's shoulder saying, yeah, it's only 3 games. But then there's the freaking devil that's saying, yo, what are you doing? Put freaking Kirk Chains in the game. They might go back. They might go back to Kirk Cousins. And look, also, there's precedence for this. There's precedence for this, Sniper. They did the same thing, the Carolina Panthers, with Bryce Young. They sat him. They sat him for, I want to say maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then he came back. And then he played better.
I mean, like, come on, let's be honest, man. Like, Michael Penix, he's good, but he needs time to develop. That's my opinion. I feel like Kirk Cousins needs to take that role. Because I feel obviously Kirk Cousins has many years than Penix, so I feel like he knows how to use the wide receivers. He knows how to use the tight ends. Penix, when I saw him last week, and I didn't see him this week, it seems like he's just running the ball. I mean, obviously he's throwing passes, but I feel like he's not that confident. So. Man, if Kirk Cousins plays and he starts, I feel like that offense would be more. I feel like they can actually use those starters. Like London can actually be more efficient. Kyle Pitts can actually work and do his thing. So, yeah.
I agree with you.
Dude, it
You got
was
you,
painful, man.
you're
Oh,
welcome, Lloyd Gaming. Look, you see that you see the shit talking that's taking place right here. You see how she's like got the she's got the scope out. She's looking to fire shots over here. Who soaked? I just
what you
drafted the
saying?
team sniper. The sniper's gonna be riding King Henry tonight, all the way to victory.
Oh,
The sniper's all the way to victory. If I drafted the team I did last year, this year I would be set. Yeah, that you know what that's called, Jay? You ready? It's called Dynasty. That,
holy
that's
shit.
I just got Jay into another format. That's what that's called. Gonna drop Tesla if he doesn't get points on the bench tonight. You're gonna drop him if he does. So, in other words, he needs to put some points even on the bench tonight, or then if not, he's gone. He's gone. I get it. Tesla could get 50 yards. I placed that bet for plus 1,200. Just because Jordan Schultz of the Athletic is giving away um, jerseys for every catch that Tesla has, I don't think it's going to be any. Just because of that. Just because if he's so eager to be throwing away jerseys, I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to have one. Not this week, anyway. I want to see him run the contest next week. Sniper likes DeAndre. Sniper likes Rousseau. Sniper likes JX. Sniper likes the fantasy coach. Sniper is a fantasy coach.
How many people can hop in this rooms, JC? Is there like a specific limit when you guys do those start sit them?
That could be on camera, like right now.
Yeah.
I believe it's like 10.
10. Okay.
I
Because
think
I'll obviously I'm gonna I'll hit you up one of these probably on Saturdays. Saturdays try to hop in there and talk with you guys. Oh yeah.
that was for you, Sniper. Yeah, that's why I like it. Look at how do all the Malik Neighbors managers feel today? Seeing that performance. One catch came in like the top of the fourth.
What happened? I didn't see.
Nothing. That's what happened. Nothing happened.
Really?
Malik Neighbors. I mean, like, so it's not. It's across the entire league. It's across the entire league. Last week, how did the King do? You think the King's gonna have 20 yards again this week? No, I don't. It's just the way it goes. This is just the way it goes. It's ebb, it's flow. It's ebb, it's flow. All right. Holy shit. I hope that you saw coming up next. Hey guys, we're also trying to work this into the arsenal. We are. Any questions at all, you can email fantasygoats24@gmail.com and we'll answer your questions. We'll answer questions. Your questions, whether they're anonymous or not. Consider it like a mail. It's mailbag, yeah.
JC. So
Yeah.
now we heard the news. Now we heard the news about Mr. CD Lamb. So obviously, I hope to God speedy recovery. I hope he takes his time. No, because I'm serious, bro. Because the injuries is always a big thing in the NFL. We always want every players to kind of work on every week, and hopefully, they feel better. But who is obviously now who's the main targets? Now what you got Hollywood? No, not Hollywood. Excuse me. Now I'm drawing a blank. George Pickens, that's wide receiver 1. So now you got Ferguson. He's what? I mean, he's pretty valuable. He's pretty up there. So who would drop to that wide receiver 2 role in that Cowboys situation?
So what they've been doing for the last 2.5, 3 games is Cavante Turpin has been on the field pretty often. They like using Cavante Turpin, but I would not be surprised if it continued on where it's now George Pickens is going to get more. He's going to get a bump in targets. Ferguson is going to continue to see that type of production, that bump in targets. And then, my good goat, I would expect to see Jalen Tolbert getting some more work now.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jalen Tolbert. Don't try to jinx my players. I'm being positive about my players tonight. Don't try to jinx my players. I'm being positive. I'm glad you're being positive.
Oh,
She says that I'm jinxing her players. Well, nah, I'm not even. Jonathan, that is
dude,
not.
JC,
Jonathan, that is
last.
not.
Go ahead.
What is it? What is it? She's talking to me. She's talking to me. Nino Goat is back. Now we doing fellas. What up, Nino Goat, baby? What's up, Nino? Nino Goat. I am live with the one and the only Mr. Husot, my boss.
No.
And don't forget to welcome in Nino
Fucking
Goat.
go, baby.
Welcome to the show, Nino Goat.
Let's
And then
let's go.
and you know this guy. Say hello to Mr. Mad Maxie Goat.
What's going on, Mad Max? What's up, brother? Welcome in, Mr. Snipe. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
Oh shit!
Let's get some money. Ah, damn, dude. I was gonna say, JC, I think what was it, Thursday or Friday? You were like watching the game while you're streaming. Bro, I was laughing so hard when you're just looking at the TV while you're just like streaming and just like you're like just play by play. You're just saying, let's say I kind of forgot who was in the matchup, but dude, it was hilarious, man. You did a good job. You did a very, 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 very good job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. I'm glad that I'm glad that I'm doing a good job for you. Javante benefits the most from the CD Lamb injury. If they were to adjust based on who the matchup is, so like if it seems favorable to them, I would venture off and say yes, that could very well be the case. Javante could be used more. However, we know what this freaking team is like. Even with a Cooper Rush from last season and from 2023, they still want to throw the damn ball. They still want to throw the freaking ball. And now they still have Dak to do it. I don't know if Jerry just wants to turn into a running team with that offensive line. But yes, man, Maxie, I'm kind of in that camp too. That they would want to tighten the reins on the passing attack. Let's try to run the ball down their freaking throats. I'm just not sure they can. I'm not sure they can. And Javante, by the way, fumbled yesterday. Is that you, Nemu? Is that the same dude? Same. Nemu, new viewers subscribing after DeAndre Tucker call. Made tons of dough. Glad I watched the video. Now, that's smart. I believe that's pretty damn smart of you, Nemu. Awesome. Very smart. I have Dak, so it's a win-win. You have Dak. You sly goat. You sly motherfucking goat. Now this is smart. This is smart, man. Smart advice. Smart everything. Javante has always been a pass-catching back. Yeah, I guess. I like where you're going with this, though, because now it's gonna bring me to go over here, Mr. Husot, and we're gonna return back to Mr. Ryan. We're gonna return back to Mr. Ryan Heath. Mr. Ryan Heath from Fantasy Points Data. Share the screen. Share.
Oh, man.
What in the hell? Thank you. Okay. Where are the goats at? Where is the Javante at? Javante. Darnell. Hey, you ready for this one? Husso? I think we're on the Falcons here. Darnell. 19% target share in week 2. Team high 25.6% target share in week 3. Drake London had a 35% target share in week 1, but hasn't cracked 20% in either game since Mooney returned. That's not good. They need to get the ball to Drake London. However, this is still 3-week sampling. I think even Ryan Heath would tell us it's only a 3-week sample. Christian Kirk. Hey, Maxie, I'm surprised I don't have any Javante here. Oh, man, I'm Marion Hampton. That's not going to matter. He's locked into an 80% backfield opportunity share. Marion Hampton received all 21 of the Chargers' backfield touches after the Achilles to Najee. Alvin! Where's all the Where'd you go? You done? The Husot. Mr. Husot. Congratulations, Mr. Husot. Love that you were on. Love it. A real evil gopher. Real evil doesn't exist unless it's fantasy. I lost CD, so I'm in a pickle. Running backs are Keisham Booty. Would y'all advise me on a trade? Lamar and Pollard for Bijan Robinson. Lamar, the quarterback, and Tony Pollard for Bijan Robinson. 12-man PPR can share team if needed. Holy smokes. I mean, you can share the team if you like. I don't know if I'm trading away Lamar Jackson and Pollard, but for Bijan, that's whew. Who's your other quarterback? And you only lost CD. You lost CD for at most maybe 2 weeks, 2 games. I'm not sure if you really lost CD. CD. Running backs are Booty Cheeks. Who's Booty Cheeks? I thought that's Keisham Booty. Oh, Lamar Jackson. I mean, you're getting a lot. You're going to get a lot of points from Lamar Jackson. You're also going to get a lot of points from Bijan, too. It's close. Lamar and Pollard. Who's your other quarterback? I would want to know that. Bye, Sniper, if you're still here. Good luck, Sniper. The guys got back to me with the devious one. A devious one. They're all devious. The guy got back to me with a devious one. Trade DK, Chase Brown, trade Benson for C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, and Cooper Kupp. Pluck another wide receiver off that roster, and then let's call it a deal. That's the only way I'm trading Trey Benson. You're going to get Christian McCaffrey here, but I don't want Cooper Kupp. Take the next wide receiver up from there. And then I would do it. Yeah. That's the only way, my friend, that Trey Benson gets moved is for some type of equity like that, an asset like CMC. But that Cooper Kupp doesn't do you any good. You're still the 3 for 2 here is still, if I had to just guess, is still going to kind of sort of be in his favor. But I like where you're going though with the negotiations. I I like that. You're negotiating like a real goat. Your laptop is overheating. All right, goats. I'm going to close up the shop in just a little bit. Appreciate all you guys coming out Monday. Fantasy takeaways. We definitely went through a bunch of takeaways. Today. Key takeaways. Wow, this fucking screen is actually aggravating me. This screen is just absolutely aggravating me. You can't like this one's better? No. Hampton, Cortland, Scatterbrains. Devontae Smith for Justin Jefferson and Emeka Ibuka. Wow, that's a big boy trade. You have depth at running back. If you've got depth at running back, that's a big boy trade. Yeah. 2 rookie running backs and Cortland Sutton and Devontae Smith. So you're giving away some key pieces. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bell cow in a Marion Hampton. Sutton's an on and off wide receiver one, on and off. Scatterbo is we're gonna need to see more of Scatterbo. Devontae Smith is dependent on game script, depending on how much the Eagles throw. Justin Jefferson, foolproof. Emeka Ibuka is going to be close to a top 12 wide receiver when this damn thing is all said and done in January. I like the deal, Adam. I do. If you're new, please subscribe. I like the deal. I like that deal. Tron Goat. How do you like that deal? Should I drop Troy Franklin for Trey Tucker or Tyler? I mean, what are we we're gonna be chasing Tyquan. We're gonna be chasing Trey. We're gonna be chasing those guys, Tron. I think Troy Franklin's got a more solid. It's got a more solid function for this offense. Aren't we gonna be? We're gonna be chasing these guys, Tron. Did you see Tyquan Thornton make any other catch other than that deep ball? One that hit the ground, incomplete. But I mean, like, maybe Trey. Certainly not Tyquan. Maybe Trey. But let's not forget, there are a lot of mouths to feed over there, too. I would hold Troy. Right? He's got the first 3 initials that you have. Troy Goat, baby. Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Daniel Jones is still Daniel Jones. Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun. You're going to trade Lamar for Indiana Jones? I mean, this is the same deal, right? Same deal. Mad Max, Indiana. Yes, I will see. Again, you didn't lose CD. You didn't lose him. So I just want to make sure we're on the record here. It's a big roll of the dice, this one. It is. It's enticing, it's Bijan, it's a big one. It's a big roll of the dice. I don't know if I would just I don't know how good I feel about just trading away Lamar Jackson. But let me know. Let me know. Let us know. But again, you didn't lose CD. This might be a different conversation if CD was lost for the season. He's not. This might be a different conversation. West up goat. West up goat. Start two flex one Genty Mason Chase Brown Bill Bill Krosky Bill Rodriguez Judkins Puka T and Hunter West up bro. West up. It's early. It's early in the week. We're not even finished with week 3. Start 2. Puka, Judkins, Mason, Chase. But it's early. T gets downgraded now, especially after yesterday. Travis Hunter is almost borderline droppable, but I wouldn't do that either. Bill, what did Bill get you yesterday? 10 points, and that's with scoring? That's not good. That's not good either. That's not good either. Mad Maxi, D. Ding, ding, ding. You think the Bengals get Jameis? No, I don't. Signs of life. Yeah, signs. Definitely signs of life. Romo Dunze looks like the dude. He does, though. They got the tight end involved. Finally. In the end zone. But then look at what it took. It took the Cowboys secondary for all this to happen. Lex Luthor on a 65-yard bomb. But look at what it took. There are some signs in life. I would either look to move him in a package or you're holding him. I'm not so sure about a start, but you know this man, Maxie. You think Bengals get Jameis? No, I don't. They're playing next Monday? We're going to be fucking fire. It's tough, man. It is tough. It's tough, but it's a great tough. It's makes me feel more evil even thinking about this trade. Just super enticing to have CD and Bijan and just roll the dice with the Indiana man himself and Dr. John. Indy, cover the heart, Indy, cover the heart. It's a fantastic point, Sean. Fantastic point. Likes to throw to the other team. This fucking guy. He'll probably be better at home, but I got other. They've got other problems. This team, and it's not defense. That offensive line can't protect any. They can't run block, and it doesn't seem like they're pass blocking that well either. Without having PFF in front of me to give it to you, to give you the actual grades and the ranking. We'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, Browning is his own version of Jameis. You're damn right. I bet you Monday night when they're home, if they're home, it will be a different story. They'll play better. All right, goats. It's about that time. Sean, we'll see you tomorrow. Husso, we'll see you tomorrow. Goats, if you're new to this channel, we'll see you always. We'll see you later tomorrow. Let's get in one of these just for good measure. Let's get one of these in. Just for good measure, just for good practice. Guys, look at this. Just don't forget to like and subscribe. Goats. Indiana Goats. God bless you all. Someone offered me Marvin Harrison Jr. for Judkins. No, I want Judkins with Malik. Addison returns. That's going to help the Vikings. Jerry Judy looks lost. T right now as a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. I want Judkins now. Gonna do Judkins. West up coat. All right, guys. Tomorrow night waivers, 8 p.m. Be a difference. Make a difference, Coats. Appreciate you all.